When Swami Shivananda gave me initiation, I was alone. In those days there were no crowds. Now those who give initiation, they have to give initiation to hundreds of people. They stand in one line. But in those days, alone, one or two, husband and wife together, like that. So I was fortunate, I was alone, and he was in the shrine before me. He was meditating, doing puja. Then the Swami who is in charge of the shrine, he stands outside. So he led me inside. And Mahapurush Muni greeted me by sign. And where he was sitting, to his left side there was a small table, and on which the shoes or slippers, I think, I did not know how it was covered. The shoes of, or slippers most probably, Sri Ramakrishna. So he asked me to touch that, salute that. So I saluted that. Then he asked me to close my eyes and think of God. I did. His voice was very grave and sweet also. At that time his age must have been, it was 1925. So he was not so old as in the last days. So he, after I closed my eyes and thought of God, then he, sweet and grave voice, he said, he gave me the instructions how to mantra, gave me the holy mantra. Then told me how to do japa. That was later in his bedroom, when he returned to his bedroom. In the afternoon, he showed me by hand how to do japa. Later on, he gave me mala, one mala. And still later on, I had received the second mala, one with 108 beads. One was 54 beads, half of that. So whenever possible, I would visit Belur Math and see him. At first I was a little nervous. Then slowly he drew me. First, there are so many advisors. When you go to Math and become a new brahmachari, there will be 16 advisors. They will advise me in 16 different ways. So one or several, two or three advise me, you see, Mahapurush Maharaj, in the evening, he takes a little rest lying down, and some devotees press his legs and feet. You also join that party. It will be good for you. You have initiation, and he is a guru, to do service will be good for you. They advised me. And I was new. New means new, not new. I, as a student, I used to visit Belur Math. So I followed that advice and was doing that. Then Mahapurush Maharaj said, it is not time yet for you to do these things. You have been just initiated. You should go to the shrine and do japa and meditation. That is your duty now. These will happen later. So I did that, and I used to, sadhus and brahmacharis had the opportunity of meeting him in the morning at 6 o'clock or 6:30. Day begins quite early, 4:30 the shrine opens. So by 6 o'clock or little later, Mahapurush Maharaj was ready for receiving these sadhus and brahmacharis. So all will come one by one, and he was very cordially, he would receive everyone and talk to each one. If somebody would ask a question, he would answer. At that time, he had the physical ability to come down and walk around and go to the place where they were cutting vegetables for offering. The pet cows were there, he would pet the cows. There are 2 dogs, his favorite dogs. They would come and look at him and he would throw. What he would throw? Like the sandesh. And they would gobble up the sandesh. So he was very lover of animals. So I had his blessed company for several years till his death. At one time I was away for 3 months for some relief work. Then I came back. He was a great soul. Each of these great disciples, if we read their life stories, how hard they practiced their austerities, how they met the Master, and how the Master received them. It is a very interesting story, a story about the disciples of Ramakrishna. And it is continuing now. There are crowds of people. If I go to India, there will be crowds rushing to me. And I am not accustomed to this for several months, 4 months or so. I live in my sick bed. I am alone. And so for me to change into that pattern, where I do not know anybody, all are new. Those whom I knew, they are all gone. Just I am going. So many of them have become old, and everyone is not in the Belur Math. So when I think of that, I sometimes am afraid to go to Math, because my plan is not to go to visit any other place, just stay in Belur Math for 10 days or so, and then go to Holy Mother's place with Bodhan. There is facility there, big place, and more people can come, and there are facilities. This is my plan, but when I think of all around unknown faces, you see, those whom I knew, they are all either old or all gone. But Thakur never goes away. He is always with us. That is our consolation for devotees. I have Swami Brahmananda I have not seen in person, but Swami Shivananda I have seen next. Swami Akhandananda I have seen. Swami Vivekananda I have seen. Swami Shraddhananda I have seen. Swami Premananda I have not seen. And Swami Turiyananda I have not seen. Who are the two?
Niranjanananda.
No, I have not seen them, the two standing ones. Neither I have seen him. And who are back, I have seen them. Thakur, Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, every day. Unfortunately, my back is towards them, but he is watching everyone. So you have given me this what? I appreciate that very much. 70th anniversary of your mantra diksha. Signature. I will preserve it. Very nice. Yeah. This is worth preserving.
You must have been 18 years old then, Swami. You must have been 18 years old. Born in 1907.
I was born in 1907, that's true.
So 25, you'd be 18.
I was then a student, college student. I used to live in an institutional mission, the Calcutta Students' Home. Swami Nirvedananda was in charge, and they all were changing their residence. And when I went from the old house. They said, when you return, you come to the new house. It's spacious, bigger building, accommodating more students, and which was later visited by Mahapurush Maharaj and M., the author of the Gospel. One day there was a celebration, and they still, Calcutta Students' Home, they still observe that 25th of December is the day. When Mahapurush Maharaj came, then Swami Subodhananda came, M came, the author of the Gospel. Mahapurush Maharaj stayed overnight, and that was a blessed day for us. So this company of these great souls, with a great opportunity and sacred memory. So you have mentioned that. So this is very precious for me. I appreciate that. Though my plate is empty, but here I have your love and best wishes. Throw your love and best wishes. And here on this plate. Don't throw, gently. I put it in my mouth. Love is great. I have talked about Mahapurush Maharaj in several places, so many times, several ashramas. I have written several articles about Mahapurush Maharaj, published in our journal. Though they're past days, sometimes past memories come. But if I go to India, if that happens, then it will be different, as I can presume, because all new faces, and those whom I knew, they have become old, and they are not all in Belur, some are this place, that place. So how to make contact with them, I do not know. But sometimes when I think of these problems, I said, well, better just postpone this journey. But Swami Maharaj, the Secretary Maharaj, Atmasthananda, it was he who insisted that I should come. Of course, he is my great friend. We were co-workers. We both served Swami Virajananda, the president of our order at that time. He became president in 1938. And from that time on, 12 years I served him. And Satyakrishna Maharaj, of course, Swami Atmasthananda, present secretary. He came a little later. But we had many happy days together in these Shamalatal mountains, Himalayan mountains. There was an ashrama there, Swami Virajananda. And there was one lady, Mrs. Xavier, Swamiji's disciple, Mr. and Mrs. Xavier. Now, Mr. Xavier died in Mayavati, deep gorge. They had not buried him, maybe, must be. So that is a place when people visit Mayavati, they take him to that gorge where Mr. Xavier was cremated. At Belur Math, Mahapurush Maharaj died in Belur Math. And Swami Akhandananda, he also died in Belur Math. Swami Shraddhananda died in the Holy Mother's house where he used to stay as his secretary. And Swami whoever died, their body used to be brought to the Belur Math and cremated there. And there is a place surrounding the president. Everybody goes there, pilgrims go there and salute those holy places where their holy body were cremated. So in Belur Math there are these associations. That is why it is really a holy place for the devotees of Ramakrishna. So I am afraid of going there, of meeting those crowds whom I do not know. No face will be known to me, all new faces. And I cannot, due to my glaucoma, my memory is becoming weaker. So I cannot remember those faces. That will be disappointment to the bhaktas, to the devotees. But somehow I cannot live an isolated life there. If I go there, I have to talk. They will request me to lecture. That will be another problem. Lecturing is not difficult for me. But to meet these new faces whom I do not know, will be standing around and expecting something. You see, my voice is so low now. My voice was very strong. My voice was very strong. That voice is gone now. There is strain in the brain. Cannot talk much. What you have brought today? What are the years? Videotape?
Yes, I'm videotaping you, Swami.
Videotaping me?
Yes.
So I should have some performances.
Your stories are wonderful.
I said, this is videotaped?
Yes.